Well, a very good afternoon. The warmest of welcomes I do extend to all and welcome along here on behalf of the good team here at EVES to our auction room. And of course to our owners, may I extend the hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine property. It's certainly been our great privilege. Leading our auction team here today, we are joined by our agency manager, the absolutely fabulous Nikki Tracy. Assisting on the technology, we have the wonderful Sharni Maynard. Now Sharni, well, she will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Sharni is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences which will be displayed on screen beside me here. And the astute among you, well, you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you on your very fine journey to ownership. And of course our lead agent for the property in question, our very own Jayden King. Now throughout the campaign, bidders and buyers, Jayden will have been very diligent in ensuring that you are provided with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, he will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. He will also have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars, I shall take you now, good folk. It will come as no surprise to you that our owners, well, they offer up the property subject to that confidential written reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being reached, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, well, they have granted me that exclusive right as the auctioneer to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will be clearly identified to you as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will only ever occur well below that reserve price if the property is clearly not for sale. As the auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse of it if I do not deem it to be in the very best interests of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. But I will be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified because of the beat of my gavel coming down on the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding the highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of an easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, good folks, those are your obligations with our auction here today. At this juncture, it would be ample if you do have any questions pertaining to the conduct of auction. Jolly good. Well, I shall take from your silence that you're as comfortable with these terms as I am. Well, we look toward our very first offering of today, brought to the market by Jayden King. Certainly he is an expert in all things Whangarei, Whangarei West and that North Camo lifestyle properties. He brings to the market 26 Quail Rise of Whangarei of the Whangarei district, more formally described as an estate in the freehold enveloping a sum 4.2925 hectares more or less, as we said. Being Lot 1 deposit plan 367703, fully contained and described on that record of title 275066. Vacant possession, well, it is on offer on that settlement date described as 20 working days from the date of this agreement. The contract, the agreement, the terms and particulars, they are clear and they are concise. Make way for happy bidding and clear purchasing indeed. Well, the offering here, I'm sure that you would very much agree with me that you would often have to travel to find such postcard-worthy views and scenery that is on offer here in this enchanting countryside estate. Alas, those mystical views are right there from your very own doorstep. You have the rolling pastures, the tree groves emerging from the mist, while that sun sets over the mountains there, emitting that red sky at night, offering that most desired shepherd's delight. Of course, I could go on and I could go on about the views, but I mustn't forget that there is a wonderful home on offer and to consider here as well. Spread over one level, offering that ease of living, that ease of lifestyle. set with tastefully finished with the neutral decor, allowing you to add your very own sense of personal flair. The open plan layout, well, it's centred around that capacious and stylish kitchen, complete with the butler's pantry, which is there as well. Together, the living space, that seamlessly flows out throughout those patio doors onto that decking, providing that semblance, that symbiosis of indoor and outdoor flow. Accommodation, well, it is provided for all of the family with a quartet of bedrooms of double size and a duality of bathrooms, including that ensuite of the master, giving that master of the residence that sense of individuality, that sense of privacy away from the cacophony of household life. Overall, that elevated position allows for the private life, looking down and over that landscape as Lord and Lady of the estate, whilst the acreage is mostly planted out, making for easy care, allowing plenty of time to simply enjoy the countryside oasis that is 26 Quail Rise. And good folks, it's a wonderful property for your consideration as I simply welcome your participation. Bidders and buyers, I am in your hands now as I seek now for that opening bid, that fair place to start. What do we see value, folks? I'm very reasonable, here to work with you today. What's that number to be?
900.
900,000, and nice to meet you and good to see you. An optimistic start, but a start it is indeed. And normally it's like a marriage and it's all uphill from here, alright? But at 900,000 and good to see you with my lamplighter, and I'll immediately chase down 50 on the rise to put you at 950,000 a bid to be. But at 900,000 to the left of the room and the back of the room indeed, but in front figuratively. And 900,000 is the near 50 to put you forward from here at 950,000. I seek now for 26 Quail Rise. First call with my lead party. Second call at 900,000. That near 50 would put you in front. Third and final call. Those that started often finish it. Look, rather than bid against you, I'll simply pause the auction, have a little conversation, see if we can reach an agreement between your good selves and our owners. See you soon. Very well, thank you very much indeed for your patience. Good folks, I can reveal we left the room at some $900,000 for lot one being 26 Quail Rise. Our bidders here, they have graciously increased their offer some $90,000, so the bid as it lands and stands with our lamplighters is $990,000. Our owners, well, they've said to me, Lou, there's still a little bit of work to do. So look, I look for an advance of a mere 10,000 to put you at that million neat and even. Is there a mere $1 million, that 10,000 to put you in front? Otherwise, I will simply pass the property in. If you are in that exclusive cash position, you're front of the queue, and it is a privilege to be in the auction room and put yourself in front of our owners here today. Otherwise, do you enter that deep dark abyss of the conditional market? First call then at 990,000, chasing down a mere 10 to put you at 1 million neat and even. Second call. Third and final opportunity. Thanks very much for your bidding today, folks. Certainly appreciate it. Very well, Jayden. It seems that they would rather speak to you than me, but I can't blame them for about a moment because you're much more handsome than I am. That concludes our auction here today at EVES. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in our auction room assisting you on your journey to ownership very, very soon. Good afternoon.